The shortest war in history lasted just 38 minutes. That's shorter than your lunch break, and shorter than most episodes of your favorite TV show. In 1896, the British Empire fought a war that was over before most people even heard about it. This is the story of the Anglo-Zanzibar War. Zanzibar, a small island off the coast of East Africa. In 1890, it became a British protectorate, which meant the British controlled its foreign policy and had the final say on who would be the Sultan. On August 25, 1896, the pro-British Sultan Hamad bin Thuwaini died suddenly under mysterious circumstances. Many believed he was poisoned. No one was ever held responsible. Within hours of his death, his cousin Khalid bin Barghash made his move. He seized the palace with the help of 2,800 soldiers, barricaded himself inside, and declared himself the new Sultan. The British were furious. Khalid was not their choice, but he had already taken power, and he refused to back down. The British government saw this as a direct challenge to their authority, and they would not tolerate it. The British gave him an ultimatum: leave the palace by 9 a.m. on August 27th, or face the consequences. Khalid refused. He believed he could hold the palace and that the British wouldn't risk a full-scale conflict. But he was wrong. The British assembled 5 warships in the harbor and positioned their cannons directly at the palace. They were ready to open fire. At 9 a.m., the ultimatum expired. Khalid was still inside. The British warships opened fire at exactly 9:02 a.m. This was the only military action of the entire war, a brief but devastating bombardment. The palace was hit by heavy shells. The harem section was destroyed in minutes. The old lighthouse, a landmark of the city, was torn down by the explosions. Fires broke out across the city as the bombardment continued. Khalid's defenders fired back with rifles and a single cannon, but they didn't even scratch the British ships, which were far out of range. By 9:40 a.m., it was over. The flag of Zanzibar was lowered, and the British flag was raised above the palace. The war had lasted exactly 38 minutes. 500 people were killed, most of them Khalid's supporters. The British suffered just one casualty. A petty officer was injured, one soldier. That was the entire cost of the shortest war in history. Khalid fled to the German consulate, where he was given temporary asylum. He was later captured by the British and exiled to the Seychelles. A new sultan, loyal to the British crown, was installed. The Anglo-Zanzibar War became a footnote in history, but it remains a record that will never be broken. The shortest war in history, over in 38 minutes. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to StoryDust for more incredible facts from the past.